Hey guys, this is Rosa from Rosa's Resources. I'm in Long Island. I just wanted to talk to you guys real quickly. It's the holiday season, even though I don't celebrate the pagan holiday anymore. I know that a lot of people are going through it. Listen, just try not to put yourself in any stress for this holiday season. It's ridiculous, okay? But I wanted to say something real quick about, there's so much issues to come here and talk about. Like, everybody have their life experience to share, but right now I'm going through something. I want to talk about the strange woman. I want to talk about the strange woman, and also I want to talk about how sometimes you're in your relationship looking, you're inside of your relationship looking outside of your relationship. So guys, if you're in a narcissistic relationship, you're going to find that it's a very, very difficult journey. I'm in my healing process right now, and there has been a death in the narcissist family, and we're not yet divorced, but I am 1 year out of the discard, and it was so very hard because even though we have our differences and everything, I'm a human. You know what I'm saying? I actually reached out and came out of no contact and shoot him a little condolence message, because we were married for 25 years, so it was very hard for me to close down and close off and act emotionless, because that's not me. But I found it very funny that even though we were in, I just want to say this to say that it don't matter sometimes how much you care for a person. It's how they treat you that really matter. They will show you exactly how they feel about you, because it's just such a cold experience. Right now I'm going through the very cold experience. Like I said, I'm on the inside of my life looking at the outside of my life. He lives with someone else, and he didn't even pick up the phone to say bitch, my mother died. So that was a little rough for me, but I did my part, the human part. I did my part, so that kind of like cleared up my heart. I just want to say, guys, with the new supply, like many people say, pray for them, because just like how you're going through your pain now, especially if you're going through a divorce and it's quite not final, but you're looking at the outside. You're looking at the outside of your life. You're just standing back, basically observing your life, and you kind of see like what she's going through, and she's on the side where she thinks like, wow, I'm living this great life, and I'm over here with him, going through this, holding him, consoling him, everything. But she don't know that on the other side of that is going to be her pain, right? My son is, he's actually grieving, but I feel like nobody's paying him any attention. And it's just so horrible, because he is grieving as well. And we just really have to move in. But for the strange woman, when I say the strange woman, that's what I mean. Even though you are the old supply, you are the strange woman, because remember, they wanted to turn you into the side chick wife, right? So you basically are the strange woman that they talk about in Proverbs 7. Even though she is the strange woman on the worldly side, and if you were a Christian because you found God, because you couldn't help it, you had to run to somebody because you was going through so much turmoil in your life, and you're walking in the spirit now, you're still the strange woman looking on the outside of your life. You know what I'm saying? So the strange woman is looking at the new supply, looking at the picture, the perfect picture, looking at her life over on that side, what's supposed to be your life over on that side. If you guys understand what I mean. And it's just a very hard journey. Like, you know, you over here, you're trying to heal, and every time it's something else pouncing at you. Just when you think you're healing, here comes something else. It's like one drama after the next, after the next. And I'm telling you, the Narc don't have no pity on you. He do not care. She do not care. They don't have no pity on your feelings. So you got to pick up that hard off the floor, honey, and you just got to be hardcore too. You know what I mean? But after I said my condolence, you know, I was just like, wow. I'm the wife looking outside of my story. It's just fascinating. It really is. You know, you hear people talk about it, but until you actually go through it, you won't understand the depths of it. So yes, me and my household, even though the narcissist is on the other side of town, me and my household is mourning as well, because I got to hold my son, help him grieve through the process, even though his father do not care. I gotta be here for him. You understand what I'm saying? So, and then I'm looking at it like, yes, the narcissist is going through his growing pain. He's going through his pain too. But my God, when I say his heart is cold as ice, that's what I mean. His heart is cold as ice, you know. But we just praise God that you got out of that relationship. And when somebody show you who they are, you must believe them. You must believe them. Believe them. Take your lessons and move on, guys. Okay? If you're just now getting out of your narcissistic relationship, do not try to look back. There's nothing to go back for. Okay? All you could do is pray for that person and hope to God that God changed them. They said that in society, they said that they can't change. But you know, if you're a believer, you got to believe that God could change anything. God could change any circumstance. Okay? What I'm saying to you guys, and I'm the strange woman right now, the strange woman looking into what was my relationship and looking what she's going through. You understand? You got to pray for the strange woman. That strange woman, you're the strange woman looking at the strange woman, if that makes sense to anybody. Old supply, new supply. Okay? You got to relate to each other. Maybe she's not relating to you now because she's like having the greatest time of your life. But as you review your life and look into what's going on, that was you. The same exact thing. Working hard, being by his side, doing everything, being loyal. And at the end, he's not going to give a damn. You're not going to believe. You're going to think like, what is this, a movie I'm living in? Because that's the Narc movie. Let it play out, guys. Let it play out. Try not to stay in the sadness. It's very overwhelming. Very overwhelming. But you got to know that life goes on. Let her live her story. Step out of it. Step out of the circle and just relax. Let the story play out. Let the Narc story play out. It's going to play out right in front of your face, and you're not going to believe it, because that person that you knew after the mask came off, that person that dead. That person don't exist no more. That Narc that you knew is a whole nother person right now. A whole nother person. You're not going to recognize them because they are not who you know. I'm telling you. I did 25 years. Okay? So guys, I'm going to go now, but I just really wanted to say a quick story, because as I'm going through it, maybe I don't write a book, but may I write the story of my life via video. Okay? Because as I'm going through these growing pains, it's not easy, guys, but you got to get over it. Climb over it. Get out of the valley. Try to get on the mountaintop. Okay? It's very hard, but you can do it. You can, and you will. Okay? Over and out. If you have any questions, my website is rosesresources.biz, B-I-Z. Roses with a S, resources with a S, .biz. Okay? This is a serious, serious, serious mental issue. Okay? And you mind you have a mental issue. Okay? All right, guys.